Okay, hope everybody is doing well today. So, welcome to another episode of Let's Get Creative Podcast Live, and I'm your host Cyancong from Cyancong Videos. So, I hope everybody have your breakfast already, and I ready to sit tight, get cozy at one spot right now. There'll be a lot of nuggets today I will be sharing. Today is like the first episode of quite a multiple episode series regarding the step by step on how you can actually do your video marketing process that I usually do with my clients. And of course, we have special guest today. He's none other than Eugene, the SEO king. Today we'll be sharing a lot about SEO tips and how to optimize, in particularly about videos. So do let me know if you have any questions regarding these two particular topics. And I do again welcome you to today's podcast live. So I will cue the intro now. Okay, so I hope you guys are ready for this. So today, by the end of this episode, right, it's going to be a lot. It's actually be able to nail down your pain points. So you need to kind of understand the pain points of your consumers, and you will know how to generate the types of videos. I'll be going through quite a bit of that. I really streamline into very easy process for you to understand. The scripting tips. So if you do a video, you need kind of sort of like a script, but it's not scary to create scripts, I can tell you. Even if you're not a copywriter, it's actually quite straightforward. And the next thing is the simple setup. Like, I know I got quite a bit of questions regarding how to set up your studio set at home. I will give you the basic to a little bit of the advanced setup. Nothing too fancy, but just enough for you to start. And of course, the simple editing app that you could use. I do have questions on that. Then that you can use on your phone, you can use it directly. Yeah, and also the SEO tips towards the end. Eugene will definitely share that with you. Yeah. So if you're new here, welcome. This is a weekly, hourly show that I do to share more about video marketing and a little bit of business branding and how we could use video to solve most of your marketing issues. Yeah, because I've been doing this thing for about 2 to 3 years now. So initially in the past, I have been a videographer by trade. So I've been taking on jobs that is like being instructed by how the customers would want to create their videos. But as I start creating, then I noticed there's this gap. Like, when they post the video, then they might feel like, hey, there's something that is not right. Like, why they don't have the right result, or it doesn't really connect with their consumers. And there was once that I break through the barrier. Then I kind of asked them like, hey, actually you should kind of apply this technique for your videos. So turns out, even though I do not know the team called lead generation video, right, but I just tell them that's how I felt the consumers might kind of need this type of videos, and I created it, and the result was good. It was like 300% of their normal viewing rate, and their lead turns out a lot more than what they expected. So after that incident, right, it kind of like break through with me like, hey, I'm actually not just a videographer. I'm actually more of like a marketing strategist thing that I subconsciously learned because I also work with digital marketers. So that forms out that actually you don't create video just the sake of creating videos. I think that one have to be like really like, you need to know that you need to create some sort of like a purpose to a video. Yeah, so I'll be covering that. And if you are new here, you do not know, I do have an email list. So this is the QR code for you. You can just scan the QR code, join. It's actually like a weekly newsletter, and I'll be sharing all the live anchors and the live videos for you to actually use it. So just scan the process, and you can just get into the whole workflow. I also will provide a free kind of like a blueprint. So this walkthrough today is actually more of what I plucked from the blueprint, but more in depth and a little bit deep diving, and also a bit hand holding with you lah. Yeah. So this is the QR code. So do check it out. If I'll just back to the main screen first. Let's see some. Okay. So basically I created these 5 steps in the blueprint. But I'll be talking about 2 steps for today because of the time limit. And I really simplify for you. So it's much easier to digest in this 1 hour mark. So you need to ask yourself what the types of videos you'll be doing. Last week I covered quite a bit, but this week I make it even easier because I think 5 is too much. 3, I think you can just straight away use lah. And no excuse. I'm trying to make it as non-excuse as possible for you to kind of adopt the videos that you can do. So I mainly branch into 3. In fact, there are more, but I make it 3 and I group them into these 3 lah. So it's much easier to understand. The first one is actually the conversion videos. So conversion is the most straightforward. I think you see about 80%, 90% of the whole internet. They are all talking about what you should do after you watch the video. Very straightforward call to action. We call it CTA, and it could be things like, oh, sign up for a webinar. It's like, oh, maybe you can give me like a free consultation call, or maybe download like a PDF. But the problem is, a lot of people when they do these type of videos, right, they might not know that they are just saying to do the action. But the problem is they don't give them the value in return. So if I watch the video, then you tell me to do this, then the question will be, I will ask like, why should I do that? And why should I just do what you say? Even though saying is tell people to do something is correct, but then you need to kind of like exchange with some sort of value. So kind of make sure that if you want to tell people to sign up for your webinar, you need to kind of tell them why they should do. Give them a problem, create a problem, and it should be a real problem that people are facing, that you have the solution to solve it. Yeah, it shouldn't be just like, oh, please have a demo call with me, I'll tell you your problems. But you tell them that there are some underlying issues that are already there, and they might be the one that is having it. And if they can see the problem as their problem, and they would see your solution as your solution to provide for them. So I think this is one of the mistakes that when people do the different type of videos, they don't know the purpose of it, so they don't know how to really craft it properly. Yeah. So do take note of that when you are doing conversion videos. The next one is actually teaching videos or educational videos per se. Why I say educational video is more important is because instant value ma. So when you educate, you kind of give the product or the service cover, which is good. On the baseline, you're doing well. Like, you really give value into that kind of like that realm of giving the product, explaining the product. But then there's one more thing that you should take note. And please pay attention to the next thing I'm going to say, because this will value add your value by a lot. It's actually the secondary function or your secondary function of your product in particular. And why I say secondary function is because you need to put yourself as a perspective of a viewer. Maybe you have just this product. For example, you're selling coffee. You do good coffee, just like Starbucks. Okay, then you just put that product there. You sell like, how good your coffee is, how it smells like, how it basically do your thing. But then it's just on the very surface level. If you kind of see, if you're gonna compete with thousands and thousands of cafe shops about how they sell coffee, then of course you can't have a clear line. But if you can give value in the sense that another example would be like how you can teach them how to do. Because now everybody's stuck at home, right? Then maybe you can provide them to do the dalgona coffee, secret recipe that you guys have been formulating for them to try at home, or the simplified process that they could do at home. And that will make them remember you like, hey, you know what you are saying. Even though you are selling coffee, you even know how to teach people how to do coffee. And that elevates you in some sort of like authority figure. So education, you know your primary function, which I think everybody is quite well in that because that's what they want to sell. But they don't know their secondary function. And that could branch out to more videos that you could generate or you could create for your content. Yeah, so take note of that secondary function. If you don't have, now is the time to really go and brainstorm. And I would have like a call to action for you guys to do after going through all this, because you need to do the process before you start creating the video. Yeah, so take note of the second one. So this is teaching videos. Cool. So the next one is evoking feelings. Okay, on paper, right, evoking feelings might be very confusing. But like, wow, a bit hard. Like, you don't get it. Like, wow, why is how like if my thing is very still, how should I evoke feelings? That's a very, very good question, because that's what I always get from my clients. Like, can meh? Like, they'll always doubt that it's impossible to create emotional videos. But I'm not talking about like drama or like movies where you like, wow, tear and everything. But I'm talking about in the long run, right, this emotional connection that you're going to create with your consumers. And it could come in a form as easy as testimonials. Go and think back of your past clients. Who are the ones that benefited the most? And I say benefited the most. You really had to go and dig down your database, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure in the industry you are doing, but I'm just based on the most logical way. And you had to think that how you should find the right audience, like to do the testimonial for you. Yeah, so the most straightforward one is to get the testimonial, or even share your brand story. Like what I did with Kara Cafe, in the last stream I actually shared. I actually asked her questions like, what motivated her to create cafe? What motivated her to do this entrepreneurship? It's not an easy task in Singapore to do this kind of job, like to create your own cafe and to sell, and the rental is expensive and stuff. But what kind of hurdles that she pushed through? Viewers like to see these kind of stories because it's real. It's straight to the heart, and people can feel. It's an emotional thing that is very valuable. And on paper it's definitely not doesn't make sense. It's like, oh no, we're not selling our stuff. You know, we're not doing like we're not doing supposed to what sales people tell us to do. Yes, the sales videos still have to be up, but the element that differentiate between you and other brands is the founder or whoever that believes in the product. So use them as an advantage. Tell them to give you a testimonial, a voice testimonial or a video testimonial, and craft that into videos that could touch into people's heart. So yeah, so think about it. I think this part will take a little bit longer time. To go and think about your own database and who are actually the ones that you could represent your brand. Yeah. So I need you to do is you list down all the pain points right now. If you can, just write down a piece of paper, all the pain points. It should be, if you really cannot think, you just think of what are the frequently asked question. And you should ask yourself like, can you solve this problem? And why you can give them value because of that. Then you write down these 3 problems. You filter them. And why I say filter them, you choose one, like maybe out of 5, you choose one that resonate the most with you and the most passionate about it. Then you use this video, you think of ways to do the 3 types of videos that I shared. So it could be just one problem. How could you evoke feelings with it? How could you teach something about it? And how could you convert people with it? Yeah, so that will take you a while to really go and figure it out. I think it's a good exercise if you really don't know where to start. Because previously I just giving you the types of videos, right? And I noticed there's a lot of people like still don't understand. So I'm just gonna break down the process for you, like literally right now, to do that. And you could be able to understand the process better. Like you do this practice so that you understand the process better lah. So I hope that helps. So the bonus tip here, right, for these 3 types of videos, right, if you can have some sort of engagement, and the keyword is engagement. The engagement is very important because if you don't ignite this kind of two-way street, your viewers won't just see and forget. So how you can do engagement, right, is you create sort of like a question back to them. Maybe it's at the start or towards the end of the video. Force them to go and think. Force them to use their brain a bit. Force them to go and think like, maybe the question is like, what do you think you want to conclude about this video about? Like, what are your thoughts? What should we do after we do after watching the video? Give them this return of response so that they would want to participate. Yeah, if they don't participate, they won't feel like they will need to do something. And the question usually force them to think. And you want to get this kind of engagement level. Yeah. So this actually kind of conclude the first part, the step 1, which is quite a big chunk. Yeah. The exercise you can do after the video, but if you want, you can just start brainstorming while you listen to the second part. So we come to the second part, which is more of like niche down to the specific. And you might be questioning like, I really kind of break down why would I want to niche down, right? To me, niching down is much better to connect with your clients because if you niche down to a specific, right, I always say the niches is actually in the reaches. So if you can go niche, you can go like very rich content because it's very, very targeted. And another bonus tip for this kind of niche is if you can also hit the pain point of the consumers. And that's why I always go back to the consumers, what the consumers actually want, what the consumers actually need in the video. And if you can address that, right, then that will be like super bonus for you in terms of how you can engage with your consumers. Cool? Quite a lot, but I hope you bear with it and do write down notes because it's quite in-depth. It took me a while to write this whole chunk, to really break it down. I write it in point forms. I do want to share with you later how I kind of write it down because later we'll go on to scripting and shooting. So that's important. So do think now that. The good news about this social media, you're gonna post because the video is gonna post out on social media, right? So you have to learn the lingo of social media lah. Sadly to say, it's not just like create a video, then like you think that it will work, but then you have to ask yourself like how exactly you want to make sure that the quality is just right? You will think that the quality might not be right. But then I want to tell you that the quality is not as strong as the value itself. If you can provide the value, right, even your quality is like not very good, you will still gain audience with that. So put quality at one side first. Tell yourself, with what you have right now, you can actually churn out videos first. I think it's a mental block that people have. Then you always compare, this guy have better camera, better resources, better light. Of course can lah. Then but then if they don't tell a good story, they don't do a good video, right? People can't resonate. So you need to know that value put out front first. Give the value first. Don't think about other things. Give a value first. So example, right? Maybe if I want to do a FAQ video, then it naturally address the issue, right? Like somebody has some issue, then you kind of addressed it, then you can literally give instant impact, instant value. And that is worth so much more than having a littered studio, so much good camera, then you tell all the junk that people don't really need. So yeah, I want to change your mindset first. This is mindset very important. Then we go to the scripting. I can tell out front first, I'm not the best copywriter, and I don't think I'm a copywriter by trade. I can't be one, that's for sure. So I will definitely, if possible, if it's a client's work, right, I will focus on putting it into point forms. But another thing, sidetrack a bit, if you're not good at copywriting, and if it's for clients' work, or if you want to like perfect it a bit, hire someone to create someone that is good at it. Because I don't believe everybody is good at everything. There's some sort that skill set that you won't be able to do, and that's for sure. So I already kind of accept the fact that as a videographer, as a creative, there'll be limitations to what I can do in terms of what kind of value I can give. So when it comes to copywriting, I will kind of redirect them to other people that are good at. If not, frankly speaking, I myself have taken on projects that I transfer the project to Fiverr. I actually hire someone to do copywriting. They actually did a fantastic job converting, but it's really up to luck. I must tell you, I must warn you first, if you're going to use Fiverr, not all the people there are good, but if you find someone that is good, hang on to it, because they are very, very good Fiverr copywriters. I just happened to be very lucky that I nailed the first one, I got it, and it's not very expensive also, so do try it. But if you're doing it yourself, what I do is I write in super long, meaty way, like everything I want to say, word by word. Then I will cut it down into point forms. Let me see whether I can share my screen and show you a bit of what I do. So, let's see. I would want to share screen. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. I literally write into point form to tell exactly what I'll be sharing and what I'm doing with it, so that I won't miss out the points. Yeah, so do try to write it in point forms. So when you're saying stuff, like I'm literally saying through the script. Yeah, and you will see that it's actually much easier, but you have to think about it. Yeah, it's not straightforward. It's not like I put it there, then it works. You have to really you write it down, right? Then you shouldn't write everything down, because you're gonna read word by word, right? You will sound like a robot. So usually I write like the first line that I'm gonna say. Then from there I have to use my brain, force your brain. And if you force your brain and think, right, you actually would say things much smoother, not like the robot. So this is one point that I find very, very handy if I'm writing scripting stuff lah. Yeah, so take note of that, because it's important that you don't sound robotic, because the emotion cannot come out. Yeah, so don't write the whole essay about it. You can write on your own blog or caption, but you shouldn't write it on a video. We want the emotions. And you will tell yourself, there's something called teleprompter, right? I can tell you upfront, it's not good. I tried to rent for a project that is for my client, because they requested a teleprompter, and specifically teleprompter that is those with proper stand and iPad, and like, they can just see through. No good at all. Really like crap. They read it like robots. So word by word, and the feeling is not there. Even the in charge that watched the video, right, does feel like it doesn't make sense. Like, why this person just don't sound enthusiastic? Because they are selling sales, right? They are doing some sales video, and if the sales video doesn't sound like he believes in the product, he's just reading facts. Then I could just easily do a video that is in words, then just flesh out all the facts. That could also work. But no point getting someone to talk if they are not going to talk like a human, right? So teleprompter doesn't work. Just try the point form. I think it helps way better than you expect lah. So we will come to the shooting part. If the shooting part and the editing part usually will be the most scary part lah. I mean, if you are very good at writing, right, then you will feel like I don't know how to shoot lah. I don't know how to edit. Like, I don't think I can do a very good job, But then again, I tell you, you are watching in social media, right? Then you will think like, social media, the work also good, the video also good. Cannot compete one, sure cannot compete one. But you need to tell yourself, social media, right, is actually the highlight reel of all the best work. Or not say all the best work, all the good work lah. So when you watch, right, you will feel a little bit intimidated, which is normal. I myself, when I watch, I follow directors and directors of photography. When I see their work, it's like, wow, super good leh. Of course lah. I mean, they throw like the whole production team, then they have a very skilled people that like the scene, create a set, create movie set, and that kind of thing. Of course, it's gonna be better, but you need to tell yourself that value always better than quality. So give value first. And it really depends on your target market. The value, no point giving them a very, very good littered studio, everything, but then the value is not there, then it cannot resonate. Then that one is not your type of audience, right? If they are looking for flashy and blah blah, those are like their target audience. But your audience are looking for value. If you are doing educational for example, so you should use that as like a gauge. Like, you shouldn't let that scare you. So if you're gonna ideally shoot the video, right, I would recommend, or at least strongly recommend, that you get someone to help you shoot, help you hold the camera at least, help you press the record button, tell you, it's recording, go through the process with you, so you will feel more confident. Of course, someone that you trust record the video for you. I don't want you to think about the technical side. So your job, right, is just to give value, talk to your consumer, connect with your consumer, then talk about the city and our stuff. Just focus on that. Focus on your scripting. Then let the recording, let people do. Because at this point of time, when you are doing a whole new video that you don't know how to do, recording shouldn't be one of the things that you should be worried about. You should worry about how you should deliver, how you should video present yourself compared to what equipments I'm using. Because no point at this point of time, I want you to churn out the video as soon as possible. But if you're watching right now, right, I just want to have one question before we go down to other things, which is like, what is something that prevent you from shooting and editing and churning out the video, like right now? If you know the video marketing, if you have received the blueprint from me, or you learn from somewhere, you know video is important for your business, for your brand. What are you doing right now, or why aren't you doing your videos? Share with me on the comments below. Share with me. I just want to know exactly what is stopping you, so that in future, when I'm sharing tips and tricks, I can craft it more towards that direction for you to kind of like understand better. That's actually not that hard when you're creating videos. So do that for me. Cool? It's a very, very dense topic, and we're about 10 more minutes plus. I just want to make sure that I have enough time before I pass the mic to Eugene. Eugene, I hope you're ready. So now we come to shooting and editing, right? You get someone to help you shoot. That's done. That's easy. I'll already tell you why. And I'll tell you the 3 ways or the 3 setup that you can do right now, so that it's actually, I rank it it's the easiest to the normal, then to the so-called advanced intermediate. So I don't want to intimidate you first. So I think the first 2 setup is quite straightforward. because I want you to do. It's actually very easy to do. I don't want you to kind of like don't waste time thinking about the process. Yeah. So the first setup is actually very easy. It's actually a laptop. Whichever you're watching right now, you actually use a laptop. Then we use screencasts, just any screen recording purpose. Webcam, which is in your laptop, actually you don't have to buy. If you're using a computer, then you have to buy a webcam lah. Very easy. You can just find any brand. It's quite straightforward. You can actually do with this setup, right? You can do simple tutorial, explanation video, educational video, and that is really the two types of video that I'm saying. You can literally do two types of video with this setup. Nothing fancy. It's not as scary as you think. And in fact, the laptop can be like a dual sword. You can use it to help you to read the script, like what I'm doing. My script is literally like 3 degrees away from me and from the camera, so I can just look without looking. Then you can just do this setup. And of course, the last thing in this first setup is the lighting. If you want to invest, then I would recommend just a normal ring light. Just go Lazada. You can easily find one. I would actually put in the comments down below later to tell you which brand. Not say brand, I just say like the one you can directly buy off the shelf. If not, easily just put your laptop near the window. And when I say window, I'm not gonna vaguely say put window. Then you'll be like, which side? It's actually okay. Imagine this is the window, right? Then you should face the window, so you got full optimum light. Or if this is the window, right, you should face the side this way. So you face the camera this way. So the light will fill in this way. Then you will much better. Don't go like those dingy corner of your house where the light can't light your face, and the quality will drop because overall lah. So I'm talking about like basic, framing. Just make sure that you get that straight. Yeah. So I don't want to complicate things. I just want to tell you what looks good. Just do that. Don't think about other things. I'm not gonna complicate you with other things. No point lah. So okay, the next setup is actually your smartphone. Easy, no need too fancy. Just go straight to smartphone. And if you can borrow your partner's or your family's another phone to do as a mic. I think that would be better, slightly better. If not, because one thing good about it is like you are holding a microphone. That gives you something to hold when you're kind of saying. If not, you can just use your earpiece. This earpiece can literally just use it as some sort of like a just mic for you lah. So you have better audio quality. Yeah, so you can just speak straight. And the best part is mobile. You can literally go anywhere. Like you can just go out, go to some place where there's a good lighting on you, then just take the video, go straight. So again, now we are just upping the game a bit. So you're not just at home, you can actually go out, because now phase 1 already ma. So phase 1 you can go out, take a bit, then come back. This is more like a little mini upgrade, a mini jump to it. Yeah, and the best part about this setup is you can literally edit through your phone. Yeah, because if you're on a laptop, you have to transfer it to your phone, then you can start editing, which I don't want to increase the workload. This way the quality is even better because they have 4K. You can have 4K videos on your phone. You can directly start editing through your phone. Everything is on the phone. This is much easier. So yeah, this is the second setup. The last setup is actually more, if you're feeling a little bit more confident already, right? You can try using a real camera. Of course, don't buy from scratch. If you have at home, try something like a DSLR, or just try something like point and shoot. You don't need to go anything crazy, but the audio quality still go with your phone. So you just mic up yourself, lapel your mic or earpiece, or just get a phone and just talk like that. Just hold the phone, talk like that. Then just say. The vocal here just straight to your phone is actually very good. The pickup is actually very good. I tried before. Doesn't really feel much different from a super lapel setup. In fact, it sounds better. Then just use the point and shoot, aim it, take it, talking head, just go straight. Make sure you frame correctly at the center. Don't go too left or too right. So just make sure that you are placed correctly, nicely lit, everything is set up. Someone help to press record. Make sure it's recording. So your only sole purpose is to deliver value. Yeah. So this is the 3 super basic way. But let me know again. Because if you want to really break this up, it's gonna be more, because I feel like I'm just skimming through the surface due to time limitations. But let me know if I need to elaborate more. Yeah, because there might be some issues that might pop up through the setup. So if you want me to cover the step by step, like literally show you, let me know whether you prefer live setup or you prefer pre-recorded setup. Then I can kind of like formulate something with you, like exactly how I should set this up for you lah. Yeah, because I think it's another whole hour if I'm gonna talk about this. I'm not gonna scare you the details again. So that is the leveling up of the 3 different tiers. So that is that. So meanwhile, you don't know, I'm kind of like in this segue. We just finish the shooting. We do have a Facebook group. If you didn't know, this is the Video Marketing Academy. Leave the QR code for you to scan again, because I noticed the link is a little bit hard to understand. So this QR code is for you to scan to join the group, because there will be weekly nuggets, there will be video content for you to actually learn. And we share information, not just me. Like the community in the group actually share very, very good tips. Like Imran recently did a fantastic job in sharing like 2 topics for this week. He actually managed to share like his thoughts on how to create videos and what is stopping you. It's more of the mental block. Would really love to know what is it. So you just do scan this QR code for yourself, and we will see you there if you have any. If you really want to kind of learn more lah. This live casting is more of like a preview thing. So back to this. Okay, we'll go to editing. Again, it's going to be on the surface, but I'm just going to go straight, because 2 weeks ago or last week, I actually voice call people in the community and say, hey, in particular person to person, I say, hey, is there anything that you guys are struggling with at this point of time? And a lot of people actually buy equipments now, getting equipments. Like I know Hui Fang actually bought her own lighting setup, and I hope you can set up soon and let me know. So it should be better, it should be better right now, right? I hope. Yeah. So with that, right, then they will ask me, hey, I don't know how to edit. Is there any apps that you could use? So the question was, what kind of apps? So I literally just go straight to my phone. I showed her this app called Filmora. I believe most of the people now watching should know. It's in the App Store. It's also in Android. So no excuse for you not being able to edit lah. So do take note of that. I would like to kind of, if possible, show you like a little demo. Let's see whether I can do this quick demo. Okay, let's see. I think I can't. Okay, I think I don't want to waste too much time, because there's some time limit. So the Filmora part, if you guys want, I will do a deep dive on next episode. If the response is good enough, I will do one just for editing itself, because it's quite a huge chunk if I'm gonna do that. But I only recommend that because I only use that and I believe in that product. It's good. You can start doing. I tried. You can literally cut any files and whatever things that you need. So that is good enough for you to start. Yeah. And if you have any problems, do let me know if you are using the product. Okay. Then again, so do let me know again, because I want to get the responses before I go into any deep dive, because it's quite a chunk. So the main challenge for you today, right, I really want you to try at home today is to highlight the pain points again. Choose the one pain point. Write down the 3 videos that you want to do. And if possible, script into point forms. Create like a 30 seconds video or something for you to kind of like play with the editing software. So you'll be able to experience the whole process. But in a mini version, so 30 seconds is quite fast. So there's no excuse for you to not do, because it's just like right there for you to try. And try to go through the process. Don't just like take a beat and stop, then like do other things. Go through the process. I think within 1 hour you should be able to film a 30 seconds video with the right points that you want to share. Yeah. Apparently I can't see any comments on the on the streaming app because I think there's some issue because I'm doing 2 streaming at the same time. I apologize that I'm unable to see the comments, but I'll still continue to with the value first. Later then after the stream, then I'll see the comments. Oh, while Eugene is talking, I'll see the comments later. So that's the challenge for you. So after you complete the video, right, usually you ask yourself like, should I just post, then just wait and see? But then the problem is, right, the very wrong way to think about it is you do the video, you shouldn't just post and wait. I think posting and waiting, it seems to be, there's a lot of courses about, create a video then you post. Yes, you do very good videos, but if you are posting in the wrong place or if you are posting in the wrong space, people don't see value. Like if you get like Sing dollars, you go to other countries like in the US and maybe they don't know how Sing dollar look like. Then you give them, to them it's just a piece of paper. But if you bring it to Singapore, everybody wants what? Everybody wants a Sing dollar because it's value. So the value, people see things differently. What one person see might not be another person's value. So you need to bring the video, the value, to the right people, to the right target audience. And this is why, again, the next topic we're talking about is actually SEO. How to optimize the video. Eugene will cover more on that aspect. He will explain in depth how exactly this SEO will work to get better results, and this is why I get him to be on the show. Yeah, so just nice I hit the 40-minute mark. Ooh, heng. Okay, good. I would like to invite Eugene right now. So I hope, let me unmute him first. Okay, Eugene, can you hear? Is there any sound?
Hi everybody.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. Yeah.
Okay.
Over to you.
Hi everybody. Firstly, I would like to thank Cyancong for inviting me to this show.
No problem.
Yeah, as you can see that a lot of value has been given, and a lot more value will be added upon when I deep dive into my parts. So unfortunately, we are not delivering in a live audience, so we can't really see claps. So we want to see clap as in what we want to do. If you really like the moment that we are talking, I would like you to constantly press the like, love button, so that what happens is that Facebook and particularly Facebook will inform people of your friends, so that this video can reach out to more people. Because believe me, both of us put in a lot of effort to make sure that we deliver only value to you, and we're not upselling you anything, right? This is pure value that we believe in giving up to this business community, especially in the time of COVID-19, where everybody is like just trying to struggle to make ends meet. So basically, based on our expertise, we really try to add value to everyone. So without further ado, let me introduce myself and get into my talk proper.
Okay. Thanks, Eugene.
Yes, all is good. All saw my screen, right? Right? Do you see my PowerPoint?
Let me take a look. Not yet. Let me pop up for you. Okay, now you are in.
All right. Okay, so we begin. So as the topic goes is Let's Get Creative podcast live with hosted by Cyancong and myself, Eugene SEO King. All right. So a bit more myself. I'm a certified SEO practitioner for many years and a avid social media enthusiast. And basically, I like all things digital. I have a deep passion, and I'm always ready to coach people in terms of digital marketing space. I founded the group called Internet Marketing Secrets. Today, it has 1,000 over members. I also have another group called Shopify Newbies. We started with 8 members, and today we have 5,000 members around the world teaching about e-commerce, right? So I'm also a principal SEO consultant, and I do consult with companies, right? SMEs actually engage my services to do digital marketing for them, and also more as what they call 360 marketing, where they actually join their digital marketing effort with their offline marketing effort into one full spectrum of marketing, right? I'm also the former digital director of Standard Chartered Bank, and basically it's a retail banking. We handle all the retail banking products. I was also formerly working in the Archbishop's office. Basically, we are trying to train all the 32 Catholic churches in Singapore and trying to help them be digital capable, right? I also was the editor-in-chief of Catholic Life Singapore, this Facebook page, Catholic Life Singapore. Basically, we gather all the Catholic organizations together, and we have this Catholic Life Singapore page to basically, because there is always a perception that being Catholic is very boring. So we hope that this page will be the answer that being Catholic is not boring, right? I'm a Catholic as well, all right? So today, it is possible for me to give you my digital name card. My digital name card is imseoking.com. Basically, if you subscribe to imseoking.com, this is my YouTube channel. I have 60 over videos that can help you with digital marketing, all right? Now, the topic that we are going to cover, or my part, is going to cover on how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO. So first, we'll deep dive into the big picture. We'll look at some statistics on why video and general digital marketing is important, right? So as you can see from here, January 2020, this is a drawing report by Hootsuite and We Are Social. By the way, I will make these slides available through cyancong, so that you guys do not have to screenshot, just need to focus, because a lot of things I'm going to cover very fast, but I'll leave the slide for you to digest later. So firstly, you need to look at, as you can see, more and more people are having mobile phones, and more people are using internet on the go, and more people are active on social media. As cyancong put it rightfully, social media has set the standard for videos, but that shouldn't discourage us from producing videos, because trust me, having been in YouTube for 1 year, the more you do, the better you will be, all right? And basically, this is some stats that I look at that basically is in reference to Australia statistics, but I want to draw upon this thing to let you know that why Facebook is one of the important platforms, right? An average Facebook user has 130 friends, sends about 8 friend requests, is a fan of at least 2 pages, and is invited to 3 events, is a member of 12 groups, and writes 25 comments. More important, per day, an average Facebook user spend about an hour a day. I'm practically on Facebook all the time because of the work that I do. And today, people are messaging me just like they are messaging cyancong on how to do video marketing. People are messaging me on SEO, right? So, and interesting is 48% of the 18 to 34-year-old check Facebook as the first thing they do when they get up, right? And more people are on mobile phones. For brands, video content is preferred. Okay, this is a research done by HubSpot. As you can see, videos, email newsletter, social media images, social videos outrank everything, right? So that is the purpose of this talk. Best Facebook post format is still video. After that will be the question kind of poll thing, and then photo, and then giveaway. As you can see, this is stats compiled by BuzzSumo in 2018. Right. So before you even start video marketing, you need to ask yourself one question, or before you even start SEO or video marketing production, you need to ask yourself one question. Who is my customer? Or at least who is my potential target market? This is very important, right? So what you need to do is you need to pen down a customer avatar. Why having a customer avatar is very important? Because if you are trying to sell to everyone, you end up selling to no one, right? So the customer avatar will look at things like gender, age, where how much they earn, how much will they spend per visit and all that. But basically, more important than not, you need to ask yourself when you are starting a business, is your potential market going to be slightly more female or slightly more male? And if it's slightly more female, then you will tailor things like the messaging a bit more gentle. You need to tailor things like the use of colors a bit more streamlined to maybe feminine colors, depending on what products you sell. But once you know this avatar, you will be able to understand your market correctly, and you will be able to save on advertising dollars when you advert on Facebook or whatever platform, right? If you are targeting the right audience, when the audience see your ad, they feel an affinity. They feel like you are talking to them, right? So at the end of the day, knowing the customer avatar maps down to this. Can you map her to a person, to a physical person? Like your niece, right? She's of a certain age group, she's of high school, she has friends high school. Let's say you're selling a prom dress. So these are the customers that you are looking for. And after you know the customer avatar, you then look at how you optimize videos, right? I'm sorry, I'm talking a little bit fast. I'm trying to beat the timeline, right? So how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO, right? The importance and the process of doing it. As you notice, I entitled this, How to Optimize YouTube Videos for SEO. I will let you know why I choose this later on as the video topic, because this is part of when we dive into YouTube SEO optimization, I will tell you exactly why I choose this, how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO, right? So we dive in. So the main thing that people say is that, do I need to be on YouTube, right? So why YouTube? YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world after Google.com. So first search engine is Google.com. Second search engine is YouTube.com, both owned by Google. So can you afford not to be in YouTube? You can't, actually. A lot of businesses realize that they don't realize that. And they realize that, they bother about the hassle of going into YouTube rather than trying to be on it. Today, I tell you, YouTube is the second search engine in the world, second largest search engine in the world. After this talk, please try to do up a YouTube video. If you have any problems, you can consult both of us, right? So YouTube is especially good for services. For example, if you're doing massage, facial, you have a massage studio, right? And basically you are doing massage. But what you can do is you can do massage demo. Later I will show you one of my clients who is in the massage space and how they do things differently. Product demos are very good. For example, you have a new vacuum. What better way to market a vacuum than to vacuum your own house and to tell people about the wonderful features of the vacuum, right? One thing to note is YouTube also feeds Google organic results. I will show you. This is one of my example that I did, wedding eye sculpture for one of my clients, Dudley Eyes. It is able to rank on YouTube organic. I'll show you this, right? So what are the main reasons for stopping business or going into YouTube is this. Videos are hard to do. Okay, if videos are hard to do, start with a simple product slideshow video. Okay, so all you need to do is just have nice images, have the image with a permanent stamp of your website, and then all you need, like maybe 10 images. There are free tools available to convert image into a slideshow video. This is simple. Once you have this will help you lower your barrier of entry. All you need to do is just choose a nice music, and there are free stock music available. Basically, I believe Cyancong also will be able to share. If not, I'll be able to share that. Basically, what you can do is, for example, one of the example, a wedding ice sculpture, my client only gave me like 3 images. So what I did was I just found a very free stock videos of a girl preparing for a wedding, and then I stitched that together with the product, right? And form that as a video and choose a nice sound, right? So the next thing, animation and whiteboard videos. A lot of people say, I don't know how to do this, but there are tools like Animoto, Tundi, and more, right? This will be able to help you in your animation journey. Maybe you want to do like the chalkboard style animation. This can be done, right? Videos are hard to edit. I also use Filmora Wondershare. It's a wonderful tool. There are many tutorials. Do check out Daniel Batal on YouTube. This guy is really good. He really teaches you step by step on how to use Filmora, and a lot of tricks that I didn't know, and I actually learned from him, right? So next thing, people are camera shy, right? If let's say you're camera shy, right? Basically, we can train you to be comfortable on camera. It's very easy, right? So now we come into the more important part. The gist of it, I will run through this, and then I'll go through a demo after that. So your thumbnails must invoke curiosity and entice people to click. Must contain the keyword that you want to rank for in the image text. So for example, looking at the thumbnail, what has the bookstore got to do with SEO? Today, if you see this thumbnail, will you be curious? What has the bookstore got to do with SEO? If you are curious, go and check out this video in my YouTube channel and what exactly I talk about and how a bookstore has to do with SEO, right? So it must contain the keyword that you're trying to rank for, right? So basically, for this, I'm trying to, do some SEO, right? For as in research method. The image name must contain the keyword that you're trying to rank for. So before you upload this image on YouTube, you must make sure that you rename the image name to be, let's say, for example, SEO.jpg before you upload. The next thing you need to look at is the video title must contain the keyword that you're trying to rank for. Okay, and we will show you one effective research method on how you can get this. This is real life practical experience on how I was able to rank some of my videos on YouTube, right? The video file name, a lot of people don't realize, but after you record the video, you must save the file name that contain the keyword. Like for example, what is SEO? If my video is talking about what is SEO, then my video file name must be what is SEO.mpeg4, right? And next we move to the video description, which is below. The video description must contain your video title at least once, right? And also you have to think of a basket of keywords or related key phrases that you want to rank for. So for example, you're talking about SEO. For this case, what has the bookstore got to do with SEO is particularly SEO research. So SEO research, SEO keyword research, things like that. Customer research, some related keywords that you need to put for, that you think that people will search for, so that your video will be served up for them, right? And most importantly, the video description must be written in proper sentence. Here's the thing. For SEO, you need to optimize for the human first. Always remember that your content, whatever that you're optimizing, must be readable. It must be always for the human first approach, then the search engine spider, right? That means you cannot do something that is repetition of keywords that when a human read, it doesn't make sense. That is keyword spamming. It used to work 10 years ago, but no more. Okay, stop doing that, right? Video text enable people to search, because text enable YouTube to classify your videos under particular topics. So this has to be also chosen carefully. And the actual video content delivery should contain the keyword that you rank for, right? So for example, this video, after I upload this video on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna try to rank for how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO. So that's why, as you notice, when I talk and I deliver, I also will mention how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO. So this is how it works. YouTube, when they encounter a video, they will transpose all the voice component of the video, and they will convert it into a text, TXT. And then they will use the SEO ranking algorithm to rank your video based on that. So that is why when I mention how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO, and I do all these best practices, my video will have a chance to rank on Google page 1, right? So why is it important to optimize your YouTube videos for SEO? Okay, basically, one example is YouTube video will show up on Google. The YouTube video will show up on Google. And example I will show you is the wedding ice sculpture and SEO training Vietnam. As you can see, SEO training Vietnam, 6 million results. My 3 video is in the video packs, as you can see on the right. So this is what I mean. Next, we will come to the keyword research process. We will do the keyword A method. I'll show you what it means. And then the tools of research, I will show you how using building SEO authority as a keyword, I was able to outrank Neil Patel, or at least show up near him, right? And basically this, I will show you why I choose how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO as basically the keyword, and I will show you how to hack YouTube ranking, right? So we will deep dive now here. Just a minute, let me just bring up my browser. Okay. So okay. So yeah, okay. So first note is this wedding ice sculpture. This is an example of how when you optimize YouTube correctly, you are able to rank. As you can see, wedding ice sculpture is 29 million results. And if you scroll down at the bottom, this is the video that I optimized for my client. Later you can play. Basically, my client just give me 2 or 3 wedding ice sculptures. All these stock. I actually choose a stock videos to make the video a little bit more interesting, right? And another example of how YouTube is able to show is this SEO training Vietnam. So you look at it this way, when you do YouTube video SEO, you not only rank for YouTube, you also rank for the organic search in YouTube, for example. Can you see these 3 video pack here? All these 3 videos belong to me. One is on my client's channel, the 2 is on my YouTube channel, right? Okay, so that's the first part. YouTube video actually show up on Google search result. So next we go to the keyword A method. What is the keyword A method? So for example, if you are in the sports massage, niche, what you do is how you can research what are the keywords that people are searching for. In YouTube, this keyword drop down is exactly the keywords that people are searching for. So if you are doing video, you need to do video using these keywords. Okay, so for example, what you can do is sports massage A. Okay, nothing. Sports massage B. So this is how you do the research, or you can do sports massage space, right? So this will actually give you all the sports massage related things. So if you are doing sports massage and you do deep tissue, what you can do is, okay, I want to do a sports massage. It's a deep tissue type of massage, right? So it comes in here. Then what you can do is you can actually install this tool called TubeBuddy. And if you see very good, means that you have a very high chance to view. What you want to see is the search volume. Search volume is relatively good. This is something. Competition is good, means you have a very high chance of ranking. And very good is where you want to look at. And this is where you are able to rank for. If you do a video with the video practices as what I shared about how to optimize a video, and having your video title as sports massage deep tissue, you will rank very well, right? So another example that I did now for YouTube is building SEO authority. So building SEO authority, you will see the Neil Patels and the Moss and all these here, these guys. Notice that I'm here, right? And you scroll down, notice that I'm here. You scroll down. Notice that I have a playlist. Okay, another thing that to add is a playlist. You optimize the playlist the same way your playlist will contain the keywords. All right. So in this way, I have shown you how I am able to outrank or at least be alongside Neil Patel, right, an authority in SEO figure. So now I show you why I choose how to optimize YouTube videos for SEO. So I was doing a research before this call, and I was thinking, what can we optimize for this thing? And then I did some research, and I noticed that this is very good. Although the search volume is not so much, but I have a very excellent chance of ranking. So this is something that I will rank this video based on this. So the next thing that I want to talk about is how do you hack YouTube ranking. So basically, how do you hack YouTube ranking is this: by having a blog, right? By having a blog, you can actually hack YouTube ranking. I can show you exactly what I mean. So this is a blog that I recently started, and basically I want to zoom in into one article that I did to optimize. So as you can see, the example of the SEO training Vietnam, I actually did an article page that I optimized for SEO training Vietnam, and what I did was I actually embedded my YouTube video here. So this is a trick by using normal SEO in terms of website to try to rank your YouTube SEO, right? Okay, so we're back to the. So now we look at, we're almost finishing. So we look at the emerging trends. Okay, so as you can see that there are a lot of emerging trends and technology that we can use: instant messaging, chatbots, go live technology, and big data. So basically, after you do all this, you must be able to measure your data in terms of some form of analytics, right? Why am I covering this? Because go live technology is one of the things that we want to zoom in now. So how to optimize your YouTube videos for SEO? This is talking about go live technology. As you can see from this chart, this chart is 2016, 2017. You notice that there is a very lackluster adoption of videos and even go live. Today is a very different picture. Today, everyone is going live, especially when COVID-19, when lockdown, you see all the people in US and all that, all going live on their YouTube channels, right? And you look at this. Agora Plus says that their Facebook reach of live videos was 222%, and it is for this reason that LinkedIn launched actually LinkedIn Live, right? So some tips about going live that I experienced. So basically, you can actually Google massage by the sea by Zen Room Myofascial. Okay, that is something that I did for my client, right? So firstly, when we went down, we recce the background. We must book the background or area of shoot. One thing we realized is that we saw that this location was very good. We said, yeah, it was good, but we didn't station manpower there. And then what happened is that people took over the spot, and then we had to match scramble for alternative location. So just a tip: if you think that this location is good, you just make sure you have standby somebody there, right? Also, another thing to look: if you are shooting outdoor, make sure that there is a wet weather alternative location, and make sure you book the location as well. Equipment don't have to be fancy, but if you want something stable, just get a gimbal if you want. But if you're starting out on a budget, not necessary. And you may want to consider external mic, because sometimes handphone, especially in outdoor setting, you're not able to pick up, and then you need to have a mic with a windshield, sort of like we call it a furry mic, right? So these are some of the blind spots of going live. You forgot to put the location that you like, and then the spot is being used by others, especially if it's an open spot. Always prepare your interviewee and yourself. You must look presentable on camera, right? The hair, the makeup, you mic up your interview if you are using a mic, and you always run through the interview sequence with your interviewee. Especially if this is the first time you're meeting the interviewee, you tell the interviewee how they're going to walk into the set, the framing, what are you going to be asking, what kind of questions you're going to be asking. If the interviewee is uncomfortable on camera, then you may just do a dry record. If not, if she's okay, if she's an influencer, more often than not, they are used to all these things, then you can just go live after you run through this thing. And most importantly, a lot of people forgot to do is they forget to press record button. So this is in terms of nervousness, they forget. So if you have a partner, your partner always remind you press record button. Make it a SOP. That if you are going out with a partner of two, make sure the other person remind you to press the record button. Right. So that's all, folks. I've got a free community, imsecrets.imseoking.com. Basically, we just talk about internet marketing stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. Have I answered? Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Just now, I think the the audio didn't went through. So, again, thank you, Eugene, for sharing your very invaluable stuff inside about SEO. It's quite a lot to dive in. I know it's a bit confusing, and that's why I wanted to split this out to another part. Today is just more of like just sharing through on the surface. But next week we are talking about where we should host your video and the different platforms characteristics. Because I'm not going deep dive into the SEO, but I'm just talking about more of like where you should host, because I want to simplify the process for you guys, and of course measuring the video results is quite straightforward. Thanks John. Thanks Jason for telling me I'm muted, because I also saw like my thing a bit pop out lah. So thanks for that. If you do enjoy today's podcast series, please smash the like on Facebook, and definitely do share, because it's very important that we reach out these valuable insights to as many people as we can, and definitely it helps in the YouTube algorithm. And do comment on the questions that I've asked, like what is stopping you from create your own video that could really help your brand to scale. If it's any difficulties, do let us know. We would love to share. And talk about difficulties, right? Eugene, just now you mentioned about the music, right? I actually put it in the comment section in all the channels. Epidemic Sound is 1 month free trial, and it's a referral link, so I'm a little bit affiliate with them. You can do try that, because literally it's not about the number of times you download, it's actually the whole album per month. So the first month you can do try. The music is really good. All my clients' project, even the intro music, the outro music, and just now the waiting room music is all from them. As you can see, it doesn't stop you from posting the live videos, because I know some of the music, if you use wrongly, you might clash. So you might get kind of like take down. We don't want you to download music that is like not licensed, and later you get take down after you create the video with your heart and soul. Then end up you cannot post, and that will be like a whole nightmare for you. So I don't want to let you go through that. So just make sure that you use the proper license, and one of the best ones is definitely Epidemic Sound. I'm sorry that you went slightly longer than expected, but because really Eugene is really very good at this, so I want him to really go a little bit more on that surface. But next week I will go a little bit more on that also, the simplified version once. Jason on YouTube, you do ask what app I'm using. I'm using Ecamm. It's actually in the description down below. It's really good live stream app. And if you guys would want me to cover live stream, I would love to tell you exactly the behind the scene, because there's like another topic that I want to cover if you guys are interested. So it really depends on what you guys want. I'll craft exactly what every week is about. But thank you again. Like this video, it does help us. And this actually marks the end of today's episode. So outro. Okay, so yep, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.